Hey, have you heard the latest news about Miss Anderson?
Miss Anderson? Oh, I remember her. What happened to her?
Well, I heard she opened her own general store.
Really? Isn't it nice?
Huh? Are you serious?
What?
She always looks so dull. She wears clothes that you don't even know when they were made. I can't believe someone that poor could have her own grocery store. I don't think she has that kind of money. It's really strange. I think she must have earned the money in a nasty way.
Clementine, please listen to me. Miss Anderson has been talking about opening her own store since several years ago. She even volunteered to come up with some ideas for souvenirs at local events. It seems that she really loves merchandise. My husband and I sent flowers to congratulate her the other day.
Flowers? Why did you do that? It's a waste of money.
I don't think so. My husband and I just wanted to congratulate her.
You don't have to give her flowers because her shop is going to go out of business soon anyway. What a stupid way to spend money.
You shouldn't talk like that, Clementine. Miss Anderson has made her dream come true, and that's great.
Natalie, you really don't know anything about the real world, do you? Look at the reality. Most of the time, people who force themselves to start their own business end up in the red and have a hard time making ends meet. Unless the person has a great business talent, it's not easy to survive in the competition with other shop owners. Miss Anderson doesn't have that kind of talent, no matter how you look at it. She's just a dull person. Dreams should only come true for those who are able to see the reality.
I'm afraid I must disagree with you. In my opinion, everyone has a chance to make their dreams come true.
Jeez, that's so like you. I really can't stand your bubbly and naive personality. How long are you going to act like a little girl?
I'm not acting like a little girl.
You think so? Robert told me that you haven't given up your dream to become a baker. You're just like Miss Anderson. Now I understand why you didn't quit your job at the bakery. I wonder if you are planning to open your own bakery.
Yes, it's been my dream since I was a child. I've always dreamed of owning my own bakery, and I'll never give up.
There it is. Childhood dream. I know you love romantic and dreamy things, but you should have stopped that when you entered high school. You're already 30 years old, aren't you? You should be ashamed of yourself by now. It's time for a reality call, Natalie.
Why do you think it's embarrassing for people to chase their dream? Your life will be enriched by having dreams, right?
What a lame excuse. You should learn from Robert. After all, the best job is a permanent job at the office, which most people don't complain about. Robert is a banker, and that's a decent job. It's everyone's dream job, right? I'm proud of him. I can show off about how great my son is to the neighbors too.
Show off, huh? Indeed, what Robert does to make a living is admirable. He's serious and steady. I can understand why you are so proud of him, but that's a different case.
You're wrong. You don't seem to notice anything.
What do you mean by that?
This is a very serious matter. Let me be honest with you now. I think you're a disgrace to our family.
Disgrace?
I really wanted Robert to marry someone else instead of you. You see, there's a woman named Kelly who lives near our house. She's a senior banker at Robert's workplace.
Yes, I know her. Kelly has been nice to me.
She's young and beautiful, so I thought she'd be a perfect match for my son.
No way. It's true that Kelly is a wonderful woman. But you agreed when I got married to your son, didn't you?
That was only because Robert insisted. I just don't want him to hate me, so I decided to grant his wish.
Oh no.
Because you guys started dating right after you met each other at your junior high school reunion. I thought both of you would break up soon.
Are you telling me you agreed to our marriage on the assumption that we'll soon get divorced? That's horrible.
Your way of thinking is just too old-fashioned, Natalie. In this day and age, divorce is a common thing. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I also thought that Robert should have a little fun.
I can't believe you just said that. This is just too much to bear.
I hope you don't get me wrong. I'm saying this is for your sake too. You should find your next partner before you turn into an old hag. Who knows? Maybe you'll meet your Prince Charming. Well, you won't be able to move on if you're still talking sweetly about dreams anyway.
I'm sorry to interrupt you in the middle of your conversation, Clementine, but I have to go now, so please, excuse me.
Yeah, whatever. You'll be working at the bakery anyway, right? Good luck with your flour-covered work. Natalie, are you okay? Florence just called me and said that you were involved in an accident.
Sorry, Robert. I'm still in North Carolina now. I apologize for worrying you while you're at work.
What are you talking about? Never mind about that. I'm on my way there as fast as I can. Anyway, how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling better. The doctor said that there's no life-threatening injuries, but
What is it?
I hurt my cheek. It might leave a scar.
What? A scar on your face?
Yeah, 15 stitches is a pretty serious injury, isn't it? My face looks horrible. I'm sorry, Robert.
But it's not life-threatening, right?
No, it's not.
Then I'm really relieved. I'll probably arrive at the hospital in less than 2 hours. I'll be there during visiting hours.
Thanks.
And my mom's coming too, so I'll take her with me.
What? Your mother?
Yeah, she's worried about you. I'll pick her up at the station.
Okay then. I'll wait for you both.
Is there anything else you need? Don't hesitate to tell me.
No, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Take a good rest, okay? I'll see you later.
Thank you for coming to visit me, Clementine. But you left so quickly. You seem to be in a great hurry. What happened?
It's nothing. I was just trying to restrain myself from laughing out loud.
I beg your pardon?
I'm sorry for leaving so soon, but it was too hard to hold back my laughter.
What's so funny about me? Can you just tell me?
I can't believe the only thing you're proud of turned out to be like that. You really look just like Frankenstein.
Frankenstein?
You're not even attractive enough as a woman now. Poor thing.
That's enough. How dare you say such a thing? Even though you are my mother-in-law, there are things you can say and things you can't. Like I said before, I'm not ashamed of this injury.
You don't have to act tough. I know that you're in shock. You've just lost the only thing you can be proud of.
I'm well aware that you hate me, but I have no intention of divorcing Robert.
Even if you don't have that intention, have you ever considered about how Robert feels?
What?
Did you notice the look on his face when he saw you? He was so shocked. His own wife is now a Frankenstein. It can't be helped.
Well,
he didn't say anything like that. He must have realized that you're not attractive as a woman.
gosh.
I won't say anything bad about it, but I think you should give up on Robert already. You are not a good match for him. It's better for Robert to be together with a beautiful woman who has a decent job like Kelly.
That's not true. I'll never divorce Robert.
You're so persistent. I hate that part of you too. No one wants an ugly woman like you. Get out of the house immediately. I don't want to see your ugly face.
Shut up, you stupid old hag.
What did you say?
You're such a jerk. I can't believe that you've been saying horrible things like that to Natalie when I wasn't looking. You're a wife beater, aren't you?
Is that you, Robert?
That's right.
Huh? What? Why? I thought you went home. You left me in front of the hospital, didn't you?
I really wanted to tell Natalie something, so I went back to the hospital room. Then, I found out that she was crying. I asked her why, and she told me everything that you have said to her.
No, this is just some sort of misunderstanding.
Stop kidding me, Mom. Natalie was injured in an accident. She's even emotionally unstable. You shouldn't talk to her like that. It's really disgusting.
I can't help it. I'm just an honest person. I'm the type of person who tells the truth about what I saw and what I thought. Robert, let me be honest with you. Natalie is not good enough for you, so you two should get a divorce.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You're very talented, and you've been doing well with your job too. I'm proud of you. But Natalie is different. She didn't even graduate from college. She's a high school dropout.
But she graduated from a culinary school. She's even learning how to bake at a bakery that everyone around here knows. What's wrong with you, Mom?
All she does is dreaming. It's too unrealistic. I'm saying that there are other women who would be better matched for you. Like Kelly, for example.
Huh? Kelly? What are you saying all of a sudden?
I've been telling you about that for a while. How about Kelly instead of Natalie?
Seriously? I thought that was an offensive joke, but I didn't know that you were serious about that.
Of course I was serious. Kelly is an amazing woman. She's brilliant and she works as a banker. Women who are smart are the best.
Just because Kelly is a banker doesn't mean she's the best.
She's great. The person who has the ability to make money is the best. Anyway, I've got a good idea.
What is it?
I'm going to open an aesthetic salon.
No kidding. You're opening a salon?
Yes, isn't that nice?
I've never heard a single word about that though. You're not a licensed esthetician or anything like that. How are you going to run the business?
I'm going to get the license from now on. But it's going to cost a lot of money to open the salon, with all the equipment and initial costs, right? That's why I'm thinking of borrowing money from the bank.
I see. But I don't think banks will lend money to a startup company that doesn't have a good credit score. You should think twice.
That's why I came up with this idea. If you marry Kelly, we'll have 2 bankers in our house. Both of you can be my guarantors. I can borrow money and my dream will come true, right?
For heaven's sake, Mom, you gotta be kidding me.
With that, I can set up a fancy salon and invite the neighbors too. Oh, maybe I should invite Miss Anderson, who just opened a tacky grocery store. I have to show her that I'm different. I'm sure she won't be able to compete with me no matter how hard she tries. I should at least show her how talented I am in doing business.
Cut it out, will you?
Huh? Robert, what's wrong? You look scary somehow.
How selfish can you be? Neither me nor Natalie are your property. Also, Kelly shouldn't be involved in this matter. How could you make such a fuss about marriage without getting her permission in the first place? I'm appalled.
Oh, it's okay. Kelly wouldn't say no, would she? She's going to be 35 soon, right? 35 years old, a married woman is desperate to get married. How could she refuse the chance to marry a guy as good as you, Robert?
I can't believe you've gone that far. I didn't tell you this because I owe you for bringing me up until now. But honestly speaking, your heart is rotten. How much longer will you continue to mock the people around you?
Why don't you be honest with yourself, Robert? You didn't even say anything when you saw your wife in the hospital room. I can understand that. You really hate her, don't you? That ugly woman. It's okay to be honest with me, dear.
Natalie is not ugly. I love her no matter what, and I have no intention of breaking up with her.
Really? Okay, that's enough. I'll talk to Kelly directly. We get along well with each other, you know? If you don't cooperate with me, I'll never consider you my son anymore.
Fine then. Go ahead with your nasty plan. By the way, do you want me to show our conversation to Kelly? She's here with me now.
What?
Looks like she's pretty upset with you, Mom. Well, it can't be helped. It's because you're making fun of the person who saved her child's life. If I were in the same situation, I'm sure that I'd do the same thing.
What? Her child? But she told me she was single. What do you mean that Natalie saved her child?
Kelly got divorced a few years ago. Her son, who usually lives with her husband, came to visit her today. He met Natalie by chance at the park. When he ran into the street, Natalie saved him. And she was injured. She was out of the hospital room when we came. The fact is, Natalie saved Kelly's son.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that Kelly saw our conversation?
Do you mean the one in which you said something about her age? Yeah, she read all of it. You're being rude to her.
Oh no.
She said that she's not thinking about marriage right now, and she doesn't have the guts to take someone's husband away.
I didn't mean it that way, Kelly. Please, listen to me. Just let me explain.
It's too late to make things right now. Anyway, I agree with your suggestion. I'll stop thinking of you as my mother from now on. Open a salon or whatever you want, but do it on your own. Just don't depend on me or Kelly, okay?
Wait, Robert. That was a joke, of course. You shouldn't have taken it seriously. Besides, what will happen to my dream if you and Kelly don't cooperate? I've already told my neighbors that I'm going to open my salon next year. Please help me make my dream come true.
Why are you telling people about such a crazy plan? Are you out of your mind? You haven't even studied professionally. Even if you open a salon, you won't get any customers. You must take responsibility for what you've done. I'm not getting involved anymore.
Oh no. Anyway, give the phone to Natalie. Let me talk to her.
How may I help you, Clementine?
Natalie, please convince Robert. If he can't do it, ask Kelly instead.
What do you mean by that? Could it be... Are you saying that Robert should leave me and get married to Kelly so both of them can raise money for your salon? Do you want them to make your dream come true? Please stop joking.
Why? Isn't it great to make dreams come true? You said it's good to have dreams. If you think so, you must persuade Robert to invest in my business.
What? But you made fun of people who are chasing their dreams, didn't you? You told me a lot of terrible things too.
Did I say so? I totally forgot about that.
People who laugh at other people's dreams don't deserve to talk about dreams. By the way, you just want to look good in front of other people by opening your own salon, so it's not a dream. I can't let Robert support you because you are a nuisance to others.
You don't know anything about that. Don't act like you know everything. If I open a salon, maybe your face will turn beautiful, right?
As you can see, I don't have a beautiful face anymore. I don't live my life in a way that I'm ashamed of. I'm not ashamed of this scar either. I don't need you to take care of me. The only thing I'm ashamed of is your behavior, Clementine. You are such a disgusting person who always looks down on people. That is the only thing I'm ashamed of. But I am glad that Robert has decided to cut ties with you, so I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Cut ties? I didn't hear anything about that. Let's calm down and discuss it once. It's already late to discuss that today. There are many things I want you to know, like talking about my dreams.
Clementine, it's too late for that now. You don't like to talk about dreams and romance, do you? I don't want to hear it either. You shouldn't act like a little girl. You are already 60 years old. You're not young anymore.
Natalie, are you still awake?
Yes, I am. What's wrong?
Sorry to bother you when you're exhausted.
It's okay. I feel better now that I've said all I wanted to say to your mother.
I'm really sorry about what Mom said to you. I didn't realize that until now. I'm sorry that you had to put up with that all the time.
No worries. I'm sorry that my face now has a huge scar on it. You must be a little embarrassed too. I'm going to make an effort to cover the scar by using cosmetics.
Don't be silly. I'm not embarrassed. I'm really sorry I didn't say anything to you in the hospital room. It's not that I was embarrassed to even look at you. I just couldn't find the right words to say.
Could you explain about that more?
I'm aware of how you spent so much time, money, and effort to stay beautiful. I remember your lovely smile. When I heard you saying that you were injured when saving a child and called the scar an honorable injury, I felt sad somehow. I don't know, but maybe I was moved by your bravery.
Really? You didn't even cry when we were watching that famous movie together. It's surprising to hear that you were moved by my bravery.
I may look like this, but actually, I'm a sensitive guy. I really thought you are the best wife in this entire world. You are just too good for me. But looks like I've hurt your feelings by not telling you the right words when you needed it the most. I'm so sorry.
Let's just forget about that, Robert. I'm so happy to hear that you really care about me. I was thinking that maybe you felt disgusted with me because of my appearance.
Of course not. I've been in love with you since middle school. There's no way I would hate you for that.
Are you serious?
I'm not a kind of guy who likes to tell jokes. By the way, now that we've saved up some money, why don't we get started?
Start what?
You said you're about to start your own business, right? Why don't we make that dream come true?
Seriously?
I found a nice, inexpensive property in Orlando. It's been renovated and the interior is not bad too. The rent is cheap and it's in a great location. You always wanted to open a bakery with a view of the ocean, right? That place is definitely the perfect one to attract customers.
Wait a minute. Are you really sure about this? You've been looking for the perfect property all this time? But since the place is in Orlando, we have to move, right? You'll have to quit your job for that.
That's fine. I'm just here for a quick income. Your dream is more important to me.
What? Are you sure? Really?
Ever since you told me about your dream in middle school, I've been wanting to support you. I didn't have any dreams, but I was so moved. Then, when I was in college, we met again at our middle school reunion. You were still saying the same thing, so I was really happy. I wanted to make your dream come true. I want to support you all the way.
Thank you, Robert. I'll do my best. I'm so grateful to have you as my husband. I'll make this bakery a place where everyone will be happy.
I believe that you can do it. I'll work hard together with you.
I really appreciate it. My husband and I started to prepare for our new business together. A few months later, we opened the bakery of our dreams. I once envisioned a store with a small terrace by the sea. I had never studied marketing before. I thought I would have a hard time attracting people. But I was surprised that the bakery quickly became popular, thanks to Robert's marketing strategy. Nowadays, many customers from young women to families have been coming to visit our bakery. The latest good news is Kelly came all the way from far away with her husband and children to visit our bakery. Anyway, about what happened to my mother-in-law after that, she started studying for a certification to open an aesthetic salon. But she gave up immediately because she couldn't cope with her study. Since she has told everyone around her about the salon, people began to look at her with cold eyes. They also found out that she had been bullying me. Recently, she has not been getting along well with her neighbors. Although I said I would insulate her, she is still Robert's mother. I intend to have a talk with her sooner or later. For the time being, I will let her cool down and reflect on her situation. The scar on my face from the accident is gradually getting better, but it still remains. To be honest, as a woman, I am in shock, but being depressed won't get me anywhere. I want to work as hard as I can so that I don't have to give up my small bakery, which has been a dream of mine since I was a little girl. With Robert's help, we will work together to live a happy life.
Hey, Alice, what's wrong with you? Esther, it's been a while. Everything is just fine. Why did you ask that? Why did I ask that? It's because you didn't contact me at all. It's terrible of you to keep such an important thing from me as a secret. I'm sorry, I've just been so busy lately. I heard about that. You guys bought a condo, didn't you? And it's a high rise. That's amazing. My son Hector spent a lot of money on it. Did Hector tell you about that? I was going to contact you when everything gets settled. I've been so busy with the move. I'm sorry I haven't been able to contact you. You should have contacted me, you know. I was surprised to hear about it yesterday. I'm so excited to hear that you're moving to a high-rise in New York City. I'm so happy for you that you were able to marry Hector, Alice. Thanks to Hector that you're now a member of the upper-class society. Well, yes. I had no problem living in the apartment I've been living in before we moved out. But Hector insisted that he wanted to live in a high-rise. A high-rise! He's worked hard for that. He says he's recently been promoted as a department manager. He's indeed a brilliant kid, just like me. There's no way a person in his position would live in such a shabby apartment you were living in. He was right to take the plunge without listening to a poor woman like you. You should be grateful to my son, since he's the one who's providing for you. Oh, gosh. So, I'm thinking of going to see your new home sometime in near future. When are you available? Tomorrow? What? Tomorrow? Well, sorry, Esther. I don't think tomorrow works. We just moved in, so things aren't organized yet. Besides, I've got a lot of work to do because of the move. So I'd appreciate it if you could reschedule your visit. You said you just moved in. It's been a month, right? No matter how big the condo is, it can be organized in a month. You're not skipping work by saying that you're busy, are you? I'm not slacking off. I'm also working, so I can't spend all my time just for cleaning up. What work? You're a housewife, so cleaning up comes first, right? It's a different case this time. Besides, this month, the kids have school events, so I don't have much time. I've almost finished the living room and our stuff, but Hector hasn't put away his personal belongings. There are still a lot of cardboard boxes inside the room. Why don't you take care of those things right away? What a useless wife. Thanks to Hector that you were able to move into a high-rise, and now you're telling me that you can't even clean up for him? You're not doing your job properly as my son's wife. I'm also working, so I'm supposed to take care of myself. I do most of the childcare and house chores. Of course you do those things. Your job doesn't pay much anyway. It's natural for a woman to take care of the house chores. It's also a woman's job to take care of her husband, so stop messing around and get all things done. Jeez. Oh yes, how are my lovely grandchildren? They haven't been visiting me lately, which is kind of boring. They are doing just fine. They're both in upper grades of elementary school now, so they're busy with club activities and playing with their friends. I see. They're very bright just like me and Hector. They share their genes with their grandmother. You have to let them come visit me regularly. We need to make them understand how blessed they are to have my son as their father and me as their grandmother. Don't you understand that unless I tell you? You really are a very inconsiderate wife. I'm really glad that my grandchildren are different from you. I'm sorry. I'll tell the kids about that later. Oh my God, I guess I gotta go. If tomorrow doesn't work, I'll come visit you this weekend. You better make sure there are some good snacks and tea when I visit you. A good wife takes care of such things. This weekend? I have plans this weekend. Cancel those plans! I just told you that I'll visit you. You said tomorrow doesn't work, so I'm giving you a compromise. I have a meeting at work. You just gave me a short notice, and I can't make it because I have a prior engagement. Reuniting grandma with the grandkids is the top priority. Hector said that he'd be home this weekend. A good wife should be able to fit her husband's schedule into her own. Why don't you take time off to accommodate your husband's schedule? If you put in work meetings, you wouldn't be able to take care of your husband. You don't know enough about being a good wife. I don't know why you're suddenly telling me this, but... Yes, whatever. I've had enough of your appeal about being an incapable wife. I'll eat dinner and go home, so please take care of me. I'll even check your level of cooking. If you serve me a half-baked dish, I'll give you a private lecture about how to cook properly. See you later. Wait, Esther, you're troubling me. Oh dear. Hey, Alice! A high-rise is awesome, isn't it? It's the perfect place for brilliant people like me, my son, and my grandchildren to live. It feels so good to look down on people from a higher floor. It looks as if those poor people were crawling on the ground. Good evening, Esther. How can I help you? Oh, I'm sorry. I got lost in my own world. You know what? I'm so excited that I'm going to be able to live in that world. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Are you moving to a high-rise too? Yes, that's what I mean. I went to your place the other day and the thought just crossed my mind. I'm the one who deserves to live here. I just knew it. What? Are you telling me that you're moving in with us? I thought you bought a room at the high-rise yourself. Why would I have to buy it myself when I already have one I can live in? It's my son and his wife's house, which means it's also mine. No, you can't have such an important matter decided without me and my husband's permission. I'll have to talk to Hector about it. Oh, you didn't hear from him? My son already agreed to it. What's that? I haven't heard that at all. Living in a high-rise will give me peace of mind in my old age. I've been thinking that it's about time Hector and I move in together. It's a good thing he bought a condo. I'll get my stuff there tomorrow, so please clean up the mess. Are you kidding me? Wait a minute. That's too selfish. You can't move into the house since we don't have enough room. Each of the four of us has our own room. The only space available is the living room. You don't need a room of your own, Alice. When I saw it the other day, I like the view from your room the best. Starting tomorrow, that will be my room. I won't hear any objections. You should sleep in the living room. That's good enough for you. You should be thankful that you live in a high rise. I can't do that. I take my work home with me. Besides, I also do remote work some days in the week. I need a room where I can work in peace. Besides, it's such a short notice. I'll be at work tomorrow, so I won't be able to pick up the packages. Alice, you know what? You're not doing much work anyway, so why don't you just take a day off? Your mother-in-law just told you that she's moving out. It's your duty as my son's wife to take a day off from your work and greet her politely. You must be really incompetent if you don't understand that. I really feel sorry for Hector, who married a terrible person like you. Huh? I told you that I can't do that, so please understand, Esther. Hector knows that you are moving in, right? Then he's the one who should take a day off to help you. I didn't know about the move until some minutes ago, so I can't take a day off if you suddenly ask me to. You really are an idiot. My son has an important job to support his family. He can't just suddenly take a day off. You seem to have a strange pride in your work. You earn less than Hector, you have no responsibility, and your job is worthless, right? It's natural for a woman to be a housewife and take care of the family, but you're just too proud to do so. But to make my son, the breadwinner of the family, take a day off because of your petty pride is beyond insane. You are such a useless wife that you can't even understand such a thing. When I move there, you'll have to educate your children well. They shouldn't grow up to be a person like you. Anyway, tomorrow, when you get my stuff, take everything out of the cardboard boxes and organize them. Since you seem to have a lot of good furnitures, you can keep those in your room. I'll use it. I'll be there tomorrow for dinner. If it's not done when I get there, I won't forgive you. That's absurd. You really are troubling me. I won't give up my room or my furniture. If you love Hector so much, then you should use his room. You should take care of the moving by yourself since I won't be able to help you. I've already reserved a moving company. Also, I signed a contract to sell the house I've been living in. I can't change the date. Besides, Hector needs his private time too. It's true that me and my son get along well together, but I don't like the idea of us sharing the same bedroom, so I can't take your suggestion. As a wife, you should live your life with us as a family. I'm taking care of a useless wife like you without abandoning you. You should be grateful for that. Why are you being so rebellious? Taking care of me? Hector doesn't take care of the house chores and looks after the kids at all. I'm the one doing all of them. And on top of that, you insist to move in with us? It's beyond unreasonable. You just can't do it because you're a bad wife. You're not even aware that it's normal for mother-in-law to move in with her son and his family. I'm going to give you a good lesson. You should be grateful to me for teaching you the common sense of this world. Even though you're an insane, useless wife, you're able to live in a high rise, thanks to me and my son. See you tomorrow. Wait, Esther, I can't believe it. Hey, Alice, What are you doing? You don't have to come home again. What are you talking about all of a sudden? What's wrong with you? Don't you dare to talk to me like that. Hector told me about you. I heard you're having an affair while he's supporting you. You ungrateful bastard. You're not only useless, but you're also betraying your husband. What a despicable wife! What? Another mysterious accusation? I never committed an adultery. Did Hector really say that? My sweet son was crying and asking me for advice. He said he's thinking of divorcing you because you're having an affair. He doesn't even want to see you anymore. He let a useless wife like you to live in a high-rise. But you betrayed him. No wonder he's in shock. That's why I won't let you enter the house when you get back. Oh, well, that's fine. I'm not going back there. You're such a good girl. Are you going to elope with your boyfriend? What an irresponsible mother. Well, that's convenient for us, so you can do what you want. We'll get full custody of the kids, of course. You'll never see your beautiful children again. I'll educate them in the ways of the upper class and raise them to be respectable children. Esther, you always have such interesting things to say. You've got it all wrong, and you're so proud of yourself. Unfortunately, the children will never go back to that house again. The only ones who will remain there are you and Hector. Huh? What on earth are you talking about? I'm in the process of cleaning up the new house where me and my children will live. I've told the kids where this house is. I guess it's about time they come home. We will start a new life here, so you and Hector can live in harmony without me and the kids. I know you're going to have a lot of trouble in the future, but good luck anyway. I don't get it. What do you mean that you've got yourself a new house? You are being deceived by your dearly beloved son. You know that? Hector is the one who was actually having an affair. Seriously? A kind and serious boy like Hector having an affair? He would never do such a thing. You're just trying to put the blame on my son, aren't you? Wow, I'm speechless. You love your son very much. You may find this hard to believe. I have the proof with me, so you can't get away with it. If you have the proof, show me then. It's a lie you made up anyway, isn't it? I'll show it to you if you want to see it. This is the proof that your son is having an affair. Before we moved into the high-rise, I knew something was wrong. I noticed that he often went out alone on his days off. He usually doesn't work overtime, since his workload isn't that much. But then, he told me that he wants to move to a high-rise for the future. I thought he was spending his time outside to do some research for the property. But I was wrong. I was cleaning Hector's room shortly after we moved in. I found a woman's jewelry that wasn't mine under my bed. So I took a sneak peek at Hector's cell phone and was convinced that he was having an affair. Hector brought his lover into the apartment we just moved into. Really? Even if that's true, what drove my son to the point of considering divorce is your fault because you are such a useless wife. That's why he decided to have an affair. You're getting carried away by saying you have the proof. You are the main cause Hector wants a divorce. A useless wife like you are not supposed to talk so proud like that. How dare you say that I'm useless? Since this is the last time I'm going to say what I want to say to you, I paid for that high-rise with all my money. Hector doesn't pay at all. Therefore, the ownership of the room is mine. Huh? Stop talking nonsense. Do you think you can afford that when you don't even have a proper job? You should think more carefully before you lie. You're getting carried away by saying you've moved, but perhaps you still miss the high-rise, don't you? You're just trying to steal it away from us by telling some random lies. I won't be fooled by that. On the contrary, do you think someone who gets paid with a modest amount of salary can afford to pay for a high-rise? What are you talking about? Hector is only 40 years old, and he's been promoted to be the department manager. He's not just an ordinary office worker. He's an upper-class, super elite office worker. Hector hasn't been promoted. Not only is he still a section chief, but I heard that he's in danger of being demoted. What? That can't be true! I started my own company when my children enrolled at elementary school. After my company got off the ground, Hector gradually changed. At work, He seems to be handing over his work to his colleagues and doing nothing these days. Even when he was in danger of being demoted, he continued to slack off and had no sense of crisis at all. I guess he thinks that if he gets fired, he'll be fine because I'm there to support him. Although he is no longer doing housework, childcare, or even working, he is still a father. I was holding out the divorce for the sake of the children. What? Are you saying that my son is lying to me? That's right. Because you always say that you love your son so much. Hector just wants to look good in front of other people. So he said that he bought the high-rise with his own money anyway. Am I right? Yes. Hector said that he got promoted to be the department manager and that his salary will go up. Both you and your son really disgust me. Hector bought a high-rise with my money without paying a penny himself. He made up a story about my infidelity to kick me out so that he can get alimony from me and ownership of the high-rise. The fact that you offered to live together with us was a good chance for Hector, because he can get rid of me without getting his own hands dirty. Truly, you and your son are foolish, but it's too late. I already hired a lawyer and I'm preparing for a trial. A trial? Yes, before Hector puts his plan into action. I'm glad that I caught the proof that he's having an affair. Since we already have all the evidence, Hector's plan is no longer possible to be done. Therefore, if you want to continue to live in that room, please discuss that with your son and buy it from me. I will sell it to you with the market price. I won't raise the price, but I won't give you any discount either. By the way, Hector seems to be paying a lot of money to his lover. I doubt he has much money saved up. He seems to have spent it all in anticipation of getting a lot of alimony from me. So instead of buying a high-rise, I doubt he can even afford to pay for a living next month. He seems to be contributing more than his own salary by using credit card. Wait a minute. I don't get it at all. So you're saying that I can't live in this high-rise anymore? After all the trouble I went through to get rid of you? If you can't buy it at the market price, I'll have to ask you to leave. I will sell it to someone who is worthy of living there, not someone who can't even pay the rent. Oh yeah, and I won't let you see your grandchildren at all from now on. What? Stop joking! The children will be sad if they don't see their grandmother. You can have a divorce, but it's irresponsible of you as a parent to make the children sad. They don't seem to miss you at all. Whenever they visited you, they said that you were speaking ill about me endlessly. You yelled at the store clerks whenever you went out with them. They have come to the point where they don't want to visit their grandmother anymore. Living with you for the past months has been very stressful for the kids. They were overjoyed when I told them that we were going to live in a different house. Oh no! But you'll let them see my son, right? He's their father. No, I won't let them see Hector either. It seems that the children were aware of his infidelity. They said they heard a stranger's voice coming from their father's room on the day they came home early from morning classes. When I told them about the separation, they told me that their father asked them to keep that as a secret. What kind of father would allow his children to have such a nasty secret? I can't believe he would bring an adulterer into the house where his children live. They are just kids. They'll forget all of that soon. It's just one time. How can they hate their own father just because of that? For kids, family troubles will stay in their minds. Even if it was just once, it's enough to make them not trust their father. I have a responsibility to protect my kids from people who can't even understand such things. I will not let you and your son have anything to do with my kids from now on. Oh, thank goodness that I didn't get lost. Well then, you'll be hearing from my lawyer for more details. Until then, enjoy your life in the high-rise for the time being. Goodbye. Wait a minute! Alice! Hey! Let's talk about it! I have nowhere to live if this house is gone. Oh, please come back. I'll apologize. I beg you. Please. Alice! And so the divorce was finalized. Of course, Hector didn't have enough money to pay for the rent at the high-rise. Both he and his mother were evicted from there. In addition, he had to pay alimony and child support to me. His already small income became even smaller, and his life became a living brick. My ex-husband, who despised his own family and contributed all of his income to the affair, begged to be allowed to live in his lover's house, but he was rejected without a second thought. Now they live in a small room in a very cheap, old, broken-down apartment with no bathroom and a shared toilet. Later, a plan to build a large commercial facility near the tower block was proposed, and the land's prices rose. I was relieved to be able to sell off the high-rise with just a little loss. I'm now living peacefully with my children in my new house.